So, as you are saying, if you are too caught up in the body, okay, too caught up in it, then definitely it will be difficult to do contemplation on. Therefore, that mastery over the body, which is indicated by samadhama and viveka, you need to have. You need to have to be able to contemplate. People think if you contemplate, you will get everything. Sorry. There are certain groundwork to be done for contemplation. For that, one of them is to see yourself as independent of the body and mind. Important. That means what? From all the cravings of the body and all, you have a certain sense of discipline, Dhamma. Ignore those advertisements. Nobody can eat just one. No, I can eat just one. As an advertisement, it is good. Okay. But as a student of Vedanta trying for moksha, no, you'll be able to say the other way around. Why one? I can keep it there and not eat it also. I can eat a little bit and say, no, enough. That type of mastery, you have to bring it in. If you don't have that, yeah. Like, I take part in a system called Tai Chi for my health, etc. And someone whom I know also joined a Tai Chi class. And he asked him, is there any restrictions, what to eat, what not to eat? He says, don't worry, your body will tell you. You continue this practice, your body will tell you what to eat, what not to eat. What is agreeable, not agreeable. After some time, he gave up Tai Chi. You know why? He's a typical Gujarati. He loves farzan. And that practice and that farzan is not going together. Once in a way is okay. But if you're going to eat farzan, bhel and things like that every day, doesn't agree with that. Unless you move to a level where it doesn't matter, the practice, the energy will be able to handle whatever you put in. But in the beginning, that's not possible. So he stopped. That's why many people give up meditation. Nahi hota hai kuch. It's not working for me. It will not work. How do you expect it to work? Nothing will work by itself. You have to make it work. Therefore, he says, Dehavadbhi kleshaha adhikam. Okay. Then he had given various steps, okay? Okay. May you place your mind in the Abhyasa Yogena, etc. I think we stopped to Abhyasa Yoga or we saw more than that. Up to which verse did we see? Eleventh verse, right? 11th verse. We completed 11th verse. Okay. If you can't do Abhyasa, then Madartham Guru Ishwararpana Buddhi you bring into your life. Because see, the foundation of Dhyanam is laid in Karma Yoga. Like how in Ashtanga Yoga, the foundation of Dhyanam is laid in value structure, Yama Niyama. Why? Conflict-free mind. Then asanas, you are getting awarefulness of the body level. So that's how you go. So similarly here, he says he comes down right up to Karma Yoga. First, Ishwararpana Buddhi alone, no desire prompted activities. That's the highest level of Karma Yoga possible. Why? Desire is all taken care of. Now only responsibilities are there. Okay. Or, I still have desires left. Okay, Ishwararpanam and put Prasada Buddhi also along with it. That he has put in the last verse as Sarva Karma Phalatyagaha. Karma Phalatyaga is a technical expression. Nobody can give up the fruit of their action. Why? It's your baby, it's dropped onto your lap. Yeah. You can't avoid it. You'll get it. Yeah. So you can't avoid that. But then they say tyaga. Tyaga meaning as good as tyaga, because you are willing to accept whatever the result is, success or failure. If you are willing to accept failure also, then it's as good as giving it up. No. Because I am willing to accept failure. Meaning I am willing to accept the non-fulfillment of my desire. That's a big thing. Before you have started the action, you have become bigger than the desire itself. Because you are willing to give it up. May not work out, doesn't matter. Okay, I will try. If it works out, fine. If it doesn't work out, fine. It's a big thing. It's a big step to take. Yeah. So, this much we saw last time. Okay? This much we saw last time. All right. Then, now, to highlight this, he is putting it exactly in Krishna style. Thoda mischief se. Okay. Thoda, with a small twist in it. What is that? Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat jnanat dhyanam vishishyate dhyanat karma phalat tyagaha tyagas shantiranantaram. A beautiful way of putting it. Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat. Keeping on trying. Okay. Shreyas is more important than that. Jnanam. More than keeping on trying, Jnanam is better than that. Definitely. What you are aiming for is knowledge. What you are aiming for is knowledge. So definitely knowledge is the best thing that you can have. Direct, when the pramana is being operated, and that happens in Shravanam, you gain the knowledge. Therefore, pramana vichara gives you knowledge. Ideal. Then what? Then, look at the next quarter. Jnana dhyanam vishishyate. Dhyanam is better than jnanam. देखा ना, मैं पहले से ही बोलता था, meditation is the most important thing. Dhyanam, and all right. Dhyanat karma phalat tyagaha. Better than dhyanam is karma phalat tyagaha. Therefore, simple, ये सब नाटकबाजी मत करो. Live a simple life, do good, be good. Follow your middle class morality. This is exactly what all the South Indians or our great Indian middle class does. Do good, be good, don't have too many desires, simple things. Too much of money will spoil the child. These are the idiotic notions that we have. बस हो गया ना. This much is enough. मोक्ष हो जाएगा अपने आप. There can't be anything more foolish than that. Let us see why he is saying that. To get jnanam, most people will require dhyanam. You got insights when the pramana was being used, that is in the class. You got insights into it. Then what happened? You have to own it up, make it your own. Therefore, dhyanam or nididhyasanam is meant to make that knowledge your own. Therefore, what will give you steadiness in the knowledge is dhyanam. What will give you knowledge is pramana. If you are a prepared student, like Shvetaketu in the Upanishad, Maitreyi in the Upanishad, Arjuna in the Gita, if you are prepared student like that, you don't need dhyana. Pramana vichara, enough. The pramana, means of knowledge, is unfolded. As it is unfolded, you'll say, oh yeah, that is true, that is true, that is true. And you walk away free. You don't need any more meditation. Most of us are not like that. I mean, to be like that, you have to be calm and centered whatever happens. Like Arjuna the warrior. That's why in the Vedic Wisdom Festival I bought in one jhalak of that Kalari Paitu. And a couple of minutes we spoke about how that will help gain this. So calm, centered like that, in the face of threats, risk, etc., you are calm, peaceful. If you are like that, pramana is enough. You don't need anything more. If your mind is not like that, most of us require some dhyanam. Therefore, dhyanam, make this knowledge your own. Therefore, dhyanam vishishyate in that sense and only in that sense. Without pramana, if you try to contemplate on the truth, what are you going to contemplate upon? You don't know the truth. What are you going to... I'll sit down and quieten my mind. So from a person who was restless and running around like a headless chicken, you're sitting down quietly. But still you don't know what is the truth is. Ignorant and restless or ignorant and quiet. From a restless idiot, I became a quiet idiot. Aur kya ho gaya? Nothing else happened. You know? From a restless idiot, I became a quiet idiot. Nothing else happened. Yeah. So it's important too that dhyanam becomes important. All right. But to contemplate, to be able to contemplate, I need a mind. To be able to contemplate, I need a mind which has got some relative freedom from ragadvesha, etc. Otherwise, how will I contemplate? My mind will be running around all that, to those things. I will sit down for contemplation and your mind is thinking, Arey, mere ko ye chahiye, mere ko wo chahiye. Arey, I am so worried today, yaar. I have to get this thing done. I have so much of things waiting for me. So, if that is your mind, then you need to be living a life of karma yoga. Therefore, he says, dhyanat karma phalatyagaha. Compared to dhyanam, you need karma phalatyagaha. Okay. So, can you see? When he says one is better, he is not better. One makes you ready for the next one. Primary school is better than secondary school. Why? If you have not gone through primary, you cannot go into secondary. Secondary is better than college. Correct? Unless you finish secondary school, how are you going to go to college? So better in that sense as one preparing you for the other. And he makes one statement. Tyaga shantir anantaram. Why? Because with Tyaga, peace is immediate, he says. Tyaga shantir anantaram. You're willing to accept. Hey, things can go wrong. I'll accept it. Let things go wrong. Let things go wrong. In fact, what can go wrong will go wrong. No? Murphy's law, no? What can go wrong will go wrong. You are willing to accept it. Hiccups will happen. So with that karma phala tyaga, that is prasada buddhi, you are willing to accept. Shanti is immediate. Shanti is immediate. Ho jayega. Because you are given up. You are willing to accept failure. You are willing to accept problems. It is like I used to go into the Himalayas with my trekking group as a trekker or as a simple sadhu. Enjoyed both. As a trekker, you are carrying a lot of equipment, this, that, etc. So you are very careful. Hey, mind. Either udhar, someone should not be whacking away your equipment, this, that, etc. You are always aware of these things. As a sadhu, ek jhola leke gaya. What are you worried about taking what? You don't have anything for people to take away. But in the cold, how are you sleeping? Some tea stall, because they keep the embers burning there. And they'll give you a charpai to sleep on. Wrap yourself up in a blanket and sleep. Kya maza aata hai. Central heating. You don't have to pitch your tent. Don't have to crawl into your sleeping bag. Nothing. Tyagat Shantir Anantaram. If you are capable of doing it, okay? Yeah. Yeah. That sadhu life has to be experienced to see what it is about. Like once I was going, I was passing in a bus. So I was passing an area where there were dacoits. So I had my small jhola with me. I was sitting down waiting for the bus and having a cup of tea. Now I look like a sadhu, but at the same time I look a little different. I don't look like one of those sadhus that come from the village and things like that. Thoda alag dikhta hai. So two hefty characters come and sit on either side and one in front of me. महाराज जी कहाँ जा रहा है? आप तो यहाँ का नहीं है. से नहीं, मुंबई से आया है. अच्छा, मुंबई से आया है. कहाँ जा रहा है? ऋषिकेश. अच्छा, ऋषिकेश जा रहा है. क्या है ऋषिकेश में? गुरुजी का आश्रम है. अच्छा, झोला में क्या है? ले लो, देख लो क्या है. Put the jhola in front. ले लो. He looked into it, peeped into it. He didn't examine it, just peeped. Okay, gave me back the jhola. And then he's calling the waiter. सबके लिए समोसा लेके आओ, महाराज जी के लिए भी. तो पैसा हम देगा, महाराज जी नहीं. I was just having tea there. चलो. Why? त्यागात् शान्तिरनन्तरं. You don't have to worry about anything. कुछ है ही नहीं तो क्या है? What is there to lose? Now this is an attitude you have with respect to the whole world. I possess a few things, I own nothing. What is it that you really own? Tell me. Your house, your what? Forget it. Never your own. It came to you. You made a lot of effort, yes, but it came to you. One day it will go away from you or you will go away from it. This is a harsh reality. Either that will go away from you or you will go away from it. Yeah. Children, my child. How long? How long? They say, because of too much of my child, everyone suffers from the empty nest syndrome. Yeah, when you hold the baby in your hand, it is my child, yes. It's a good feeling to have at that time. But you have to slowly shed that my child. When the child starts walking, my child, no, now it wants to walk independent. Doesn't want to hold on to your finger also. Nothing is yours. Everything came to you. See, this is the attitudes you need to bring into your life. Not just read Khalil Gibran. Your children are not your children. They are the children of the universe. They come through you, but they do not belong to you. What beautiful. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Why? To put into your life. Come on. Yeah. So to have that attitude with respect. Tyagat Shantiranantaram. And the base of the Tyaga is Karma Yoga Buddhi. That's how you build up Tyaga. You cannot build up overnight, nothing is mine. That won't happen. You start recognizing those facts. Live a life of Karma Yoga. Learn to let go of things. Yeah. That is the sadhu attitude. Ayate swagatam kuryat. What comes you welcome. Gachantam na nivarayet. What goes you don't hold back. Gachantam na nivarayet. Agate swagatam kuryat. You accept everything. You reject nothing. You keep nothing. Ultimate. So we may be in some, not ultimate stages, we may be in penultimate stages. Therefore it is okay there, Karma Yoga, Buddhi, etc. Start with that. Therefore, he says, Dhyanat karma phala tyaga vishishyate. Jnana dhyanam vishishyate, because dhyanam helps you own up the knowledge. And dhyanat karma yoga buddhi vishishyate, because they'll help you have the quiet mind necessary for dhyanam. Otherwise, how your mind quiet enough to make contemplate? Mind is full of worries, anxiety, etc. What contemplation? You'll not be meditating, it'll become meditation. Yeah. So that's why the typical Krishna style he puts it so that you will think about it. Ye kaisa ho gaya aisa? If jnanam is what is important, then how? That's the twist he gives it. Okay. All right. Then, what type of a mind you need to really contemplate and own up the truth? He's talking the next couple of verses. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna evacha nirmamo nirahankaraha samadukha sukakshami. Adveshta sarva bhutanam. No hatred for anyone. Sarva bhutana. No hatred. Including for the terrorists, etc. No hatred. Yeah, you meet him with a AK-47 in your hand. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. You shoot him down, that is fine. That's part of your job, fine. That's part of my job, I'll do it without hesitation. Swamiji, how can you say it's not part of your job? When it comes to terrorism, every soldier is a citizen in uniform. And every citizen is a soldier without uniform. Okay? When it comes to terrorism, this is how you have to think. Only then the battle against terrorism will be won. But no hatred. Why should you hate? The guy is a misguided idiot, cannot be corrected in this lifetime. And is waiting to go up, thinking that all those houris are waiting for him. Send him up. Let him discover the hard way. It is not there. Let him discover the hard way. All that is just stories. Yeah. Then next lifetime he'll come with a bit more sensible. For Adveshta Sarva Bhutana. Then he'll come next time. Next lifetime he'll come back. And he'll find him struggling in life. Nothing is working, nothing is. Then if he is born in this culture, he'll go to an astrologer. Astrologer will say, Purva Janma, you have done a lot of wrong things. Abhi prayashchita karo. If he doesn't have the Shraddha to or an openness to go to an astrologer, he'll have to suffer. We call it Anubhava Yoga in astrology. You suffer. So after a few lifetimes of suffering, you will come to a better choice. If that is the way, मैं क्या करूँ? Yeah. Okay. Therefore, Adveshta Sarva Bhutanam Maitraha. You're friendly towards anyone, everyone. You're not saying friend and foe and things like that. No, but you're friendly towards everyone. Maitra. Karunaha, compassion. Karunaha evacha, maitra, friendliness and compassion towards everyone. Yeah. Nirmamo nirahankaraha. Try to work, free yourself from mamatva buddhi. This is mine, that is mine, that is mine. Aggrandization. How do you start nirmama buddhi? Start sharing what you have with others. Simple. That's how it starts. That's why Indian society was always a little bit of a joint society, joint family society, you know. It's difficult. Joint families are always difficult. Many of us grew up in joint families and we know it was difficult. No. Always 4-5 people in the house, they are coming. Where is your things like privacy? My room. What do you mean, my room? At the most, you will have one corner where you can keep your books, or one shelf where you can keep your clothes. My room, this thing kidhar hai? This is how you grew up. But it taught us to share. Taught us to share. Yeah. Important. Nirmamatvam. Yeah. Nirmamatvam was there. Yeah. Nirahankaraha. You understand? It's only a concept. What you take as I is only a concept. You work on that. Okay? One way of being Nirahankara is, he will say that in the next chapter, the 13th chapter. Amanitvam, Adambitvam, etc. Lack of pride and arrogance and all that thing. He'll talk about it. Okay? 13th chapter, elaborately he'll talk about it. So, that is part of Nirahankara. Ahankara you'll always have, in the sense of a functioning Ahankara. A functioning identity you need, but not holding on to it as reality. To understand that this is just for functioning. Samadukha sukha kshami. Samadukha sukha. In dukha and sukha, you are balanced. Sama means not the same. You have a sense of balance. Happy experiences will come, unhappy experiences will come. This is life. Okay? Life will have all types of experiences. But you will maintain a balance. There is where Karma Yoga becomes so important. Samatvam Yoga Muchyate. Long back we have seen it, na? Anyone remembers which chapter? The second chapter, okay? Samatvam Yoga Muchyate. And Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam. How skillful you are in doing that. Yeah. Therefore, and Kshami, have a sense of forbearance. Kshama. Sense of forbearance, of acceptance of people, etc. It's okay, they are struggling with their minds. Like how I am struggling with mine, they are struggling with mine. So sometimes they will behave idiotically. It's okay. Yeah. After all, India is a free country. If he wants to behave like an idiot, how can I prevent him from doing that? You must have some of these statements with you. It helps you easier to accept these people in your life. Yeah. Therefore, this is some of the mindset necessary that will help you get rootedness in this knowledge. Dhyanam is meant for what? To get rootedness in this knowledge. That will help you there. Okay. Then some more he is adding. Krishna always loves to add some of these qualities. Why? Many of them are actually repeating from a different angle. Even if 2-3 you cultivate, na sab ho jayega. But he is putting it from different angles so that you will get it. You will understand what it is about and be able to take it. If you can't take it from this angle, take it from this angle. Okay, fine. Look at it. Santushta satatam yogi. This yogi, karma yogi, satatam santushtaha. It's always cheerful.